Well, hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. Good times with Scar here, bringing you another super awesome Minecraft episode. And in today's episode, we will be touring the house building project. It has finally come to a completion, and we can now tour the land and see all the changes that we have been working on for quite some time, all 34 episodes. As you can see, there's our house and our greenhouse and our pool, the Scarland transportation system, and all the changes that we've made to the terrain around this area. As you can see, there's the Scarland transportation station up there and that little ladder up there, and there's some amazing trees and landscapes, and there's the future site for our roller coaster out there and our suspension bridge, which is our very next project, and some other things we're going to build around here as time goes on. But let's take a little look at what this house project looked like before anything was built. Alright, and here we are way back in prehistoric Scarland before a single scar had touched the land, and this is what it all looked like before I started to work on it. So 34 episodes, nearly a year, and we built some pretty cool stuff. We really kind of jazzed up the place and made it look a little bit better than the original land. And yeah, so this is just a quick little peek at what the land looked like before. Quite a big change, but it is time now to head into the house and see what we actually built. All right, welcome down to Scarland, and this is the first thing we actually built in this area was the Scarland transportation system, which will soon be actually radically changed in the near future. But yeah, so this is some of the areas that we built leading up to the house to kind of build the infrastructure needed to get to the house, walkways and little gazebos and decorational details and things of that nature. Storage rooms down in this way over here. So we have the west side storage rooms for all of our resources down below. And there is our house, which we've been working very hard on. In 34 episodes it took to complete all of this. And as you can see, there's many wonderful trees and little waterways that were enhanced to make them just a little bit better than what we had before. So here is our house. We've added quite a bit of new details since our last episode, just a few little places here or there to try to add some additional detail to make it look a little nicer. We have our lawns and our garden areas, but we will start inside our house for our first tour. So here is the entrance here, and you guys have had a ton of input in the design of this with the staircases and the different choices of decorations in here. So let's head on inside. This is our kind of main area, a little crossroads of the house. We have a living room on that side. We have a kitchen and a dining room and a cold storage room. So let's start in our kitchen over here. So we have our kitchen over here, mainly for show, but we do cook a few things in here once in a while, but it's mainly for show. We have some cans and some foods up in there. We have our sink, which actually I knocked my lever off a minute ago, but I will put back. Then put that back on. Oh, wait, well, that's weird. It's not putting back. No wonder it popped off. It's not sticking on there. Well, that's strange, but we'll get to that a little bit later. And of course, here is our dining room. I really like this, how we have a nice step down. We have some really cool little custom built chairs, which I'm really proud of that design. I think it came out exceptionally awesome. And then we have our carpet showing down from our master bedroom above, and some lights, and of course our cold storage over here. So this is where we store all of our foods and things like that up here. Nice ice blocks keeping it all nice and cold. So let's head on back out, and then quick access to our automated greenhouse over here for additional food and resources. So we'll get to that in a little bit, but I like how the convenience is to go back and forth. And then let's head on over and take a look at our living room. Hello there, puppies. And we'll just pop on inside here. And as you can see, we have this wonderful ceiling up above here, which is very nice. And we have some really nice craftsman style couches along here. Bookshelves in this area. We have some plants and our fireplace here. Of course, no fireplace in Scarland will ever be lit after the great fires of the original days. And yeah, I think this came out quite nice. So let's head back up here. So one thing I want to point out is there is future expansion areas for this house, and that is basements and farms and different things like that down there. And these will be the entrances whenever that does happen. So as long as there is imagination still in Scarland, we will continue to build and change our things. And a zombie come to take a look at the house. Hope he enjoys it. And then yeah, so we have this really cool little pattern on our floor right there. So let's head upstairs. So these are our staircases on the sides leading up to here. And looks like he wants to... You want a little taste of my battle axe? I think you do. Wait, actually, I don't think he does. I think he's a friendly zombie. So let's just take a little look at some of it. Oh, no, he's not. He's evil. He's bad. Alright, so here is some of our cool details we've added in our recent episodes, such as these shelves and the intricate ceilings and the chandelier. And I think this area came out really nice. We can see down below right there. So let's start in our master bedroom over here. So as you can see, we have our bed, we have a nice carpet in this area. I've added a few different little design details recently just to kind of spruce up the area a little bit with some of the chocolate wood along here. We have our nice day bed right there. And of course, our really cool bed. I really enjoyed this bed. I think it came out really nice. And then of course, really cool views out our windows. So let's head inside our bathroom. So we have a mirror and we can kind of wash up here, head over here, take a shower, get a shower going, get a little drain. And then, you need to come over here. Everybody's got to, sit on the pot once in a while. Got a nice little portrait, and you can look out the window and watch your plants grow. So let's pop on back out over here and take one nice final look at this room. I think it looks really cool. We have some overhead lights and some bookshelves. You got your classic novels such as Harry's Scar, The Lion, the Witch, and the Scar, and different great books like that. So let's head on over here. And we can see out this main window here. We can see our beautiful pool and spa out in the back over there, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Over here is our, let's see, what is this? This is our spare bedroom or a guest bedroom for Scarland. So a nice little single bed along there, along with a desk and some little portraits up on the walls that look nice. And then some really spectacular views out our windows looking down at our cat friends, Cat Defense Force, and we have our little koi ponds down there, Scarland Transportation System, and some bridges. I think that looks pretty nice. And of course, here is the Scarland office. Now, this is something that you guys suggested that I build, and I thought that was a wonderful idea, so that's what we built, is a Scarland office. So we have a lot of books and our computer, which I love this design of a computer. Got the nice quartz with the pressure plate and kind of a screen showing a map of Scarland. And over here, we've got our Milkshake Maker. What great office or house couldn't go without a Milkshake Maker? Of course, you gotta have a Milkshake Maker. And then some more maps for Scarland. Soon, maybe we could do even bigger maps with the new snapshot. I added the hardened clay because this was built the week the hardened clay came out, so I was kind of pretending I was studying it and things of that nature. We have a little mine car over here we're kind of working on. It's kind of like the new model of mine cars or something like that. We just unboxed it, and then we have a nice clock, and then out there is our horseless stable over there, and we have a really nice floor pattern down below and some little workbenches. And yeah, I think that room came out really nice, and an additional window out there, and then overhead lighting along there. And yeah, so some more details up on our windows up here. I think that all came out really splendidly nice. And yeah, so that is our house. So let's actually head outside now and take a look at some of the things that we built out here. So we have a nice deck leading out to our pool. So let's hop in our pool, woo, into the pool. Lights are on a daylight sensor, so when nighttime comes, they flip on, and we have some light inside of our pool. And there is the back side of the house. I think that came out really nice up there, especially with the dark wood highlights of chocolate up there. I think that's very nice. So let me just get an apple here as we move along. And we have our sugar cane, which is really cool how we can kind of stick those on there and have it flank the sides of the pool. So we have a little deck along here with some nice leaves and really beautiful trees along here. I think my birch trees are the coolest birch trees of them all. And they're pretty tall, and they look a little bit more like birch trees than the default trees. So let's just walk up here, and here is our spa. Of course, we have to have lava down below to heat our spa. How else are we going to heat our water in Minecraft? So sit here and relax as we watch the sun set. Then when we're ready to get in the pool, we just slide down into the water. I love this pool. I think it came out really well. And there's kind of the back side of the house. I really like this design, kind of a nice lounge chair. Looking around, taking in all the sights. But let's head over to the horse stable on the, what is this, the right side of the house or left? I don't know. I'm dyslexic. And we kind of wheel on over here. We have a beautiful fountain and some trees, and you can kind of see the side of the house. But here is a really cool building that we built recently, is our horse stable. Of course, we don't have horses yet in Scarland. We have yet to find them. But this is still cool for when we do have them. So when we have a horse, we can just wheel them in here. We have some hay on the ground and come out here as a nice little pasture over here. And then once we put our horse in there, then we can just flip that switch and he can't get out. But if we want to just go in here and breed them, or just, take saddles on and off, we can just pass through with ease. I think that's pretty cool. And yeah, so that is our horse stables. I think this all came out really nice. I really like the design with the hardened clay, with the red, and the logs. I think it all came out really nice. So let's pop on over and take a look at our last item, and that is the greenhouse. So we built the greenhouse to kind of have a more automated, efficient means to get wheat or potatoes or carrots or things along those lines. We currently don't have any growing carrots or potatoes, but we'll get to those in there eventually and start growing. So let's head on inside. And here is our farm. Oh, it's very, very cool. We have our nice overhead lighting, really nice design with our automated wheat farm dispensers lead down here into the hoppers and into the crates. As you can see, these are quite efficient. We've gotten quite a bit of wheat in the last few days. So this has been really good, especially for a future project that I'm going to work on. So I need as much wheat as possible. And for some reason, I never switched over to the button. I still have the lever up there. So as you can see, it just flows on down there into the hoppers. So we'll replant that in a little while. But as you can see, there's our backside of our house. And yeah, well, I hope you guys have enjoyed watching the series of videos on the house. It has been absolute my pleasure to bring these videos for you. All, what do we have, 34 of them? 35, I guess, now counting this one. And it was an absolute, like I said, a pleasure to make these videos. These videos put a smile on my face, get me up each and every day thinking, what can I do next to bring some new super awesome thing to my subscribers? And if you believe the video deserved a rating or a favorite of some sort, that would be very much appreciated. And until next time, this has been Good Times with Scar, and we'll see you at the Roller Coaster Project. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter for future updates. So I built kind of what we're going to do over there. So I just try to get an idea of kind of what we're going to do. We're going to build this kind of shelf up there with some hardened clay behind it to add a little bit of color. So it kind of makes the area look a little bit more, I don't know, adds a little bit more detail than before where it was just with blank walls and things like that. So I did some of the demo work over here to get started. So let's get going here.